Mom's back, everybody.
I'm back.
Back in business. It's okay.
But we are
microphoneless. We are speeding through this. We are babysitting, and I have to leave for work in 11 minutes.
We are unorganized. We got to get better.
It's my fault.
But anyway, Loki. Here's my biggest question with it. I really struggled with this. I don't get. Any of you ever watch Dark Shadows? I mean the original Dark Shadows.
Keep going with your
I'm talking Jonathan Frid Dark Shadows, 60s. I get the time traveling. I get the time dimensions because there's a whole series of that in the Dark Shadows
universe.
The
right. Shadowverse.
But they're always the same people. Now, Abby had to bring me into Stephen King and the Black Tower. The Dark Tower. To explain, because here's what I don't get. I don't like Loki being a girl. I don't care what dimension he's in.
Literally, I said in my last video.
I don't like it.
In my last Loki video, I said, are people crying about female Loki? Because people cry about everything. And I didn't know that but your explanation makes more sense. You're not angry about it. You're just like, I don't get it.
Yeah, what's the point of that?
So then I bring in, what makes the
then she had to explain the Dark Towers to me and how there's these different
beams.
So we're going to explain, for those of you who think rational like me, like, hey, you can't have, these different sex Lokis running around. It don't make sense.
Well, what I'm trying to explain to her is the only difference is instead of having a boy, in this dimension, they had a girl. And that's it. Now, what's even funnier, because if you've read The Dark Tower, you know the turtle is a huge deal. I didn't purposely grab the turtle. I grabbed the turtle because it was the only thing I had to explain to my mom. But
this is how we're going to explain this, so everybody understands how Loki can turn into a girl in another dimension.
See the turtle of enormous girth on his back.
The world.
The earth.
Oh, say that again, Am.
See the turtle of enormous girth on his back. He holds the earth. His thought is slow but always kind. He holds us all within his mind, and that's from The Dark Tower. Now imagine
we're sitting on a turtle. Huh?
We're sitting on a turtle. Like Avatar: Last Airbender, this is a very common thing.
Right, actually it is a very common thing.
It's very common things in
So anyway,
things. But
here's the turtle.
Back to the turtle. We have to imagine that this is our time period with our Loki in it.
In the middle.
In the middle. Well, now that the Time Variant Authority and Girl Loki have blown everything up, now we're going to get all of these branches out with all our different Lokis, and I had to explain
different dimensions, so different time dimensions with Lokis in them.
So let's pretend this is our Loki. In this one, it just so happens they had a daughter. So if anybody was just confused on how there are all these Lokis, or Loki is a girl,
the entity of Loki.
It's still Loki, but not Loki. Like if that is going over your head. And sorry that all we're using is this turtle.
Went over my head.
But the turtle helped!
The turtle helped. So do you get that?
Okay.
So over here, in this dimension, we got our Loki. But now in this dimension, the entity of Loki was a girl.
Yeah, so this one they just had a daughter. Now, I want to get into the episode a little bit. Sorry that I'm speed talking.
Sitting on the turtle?
We're sitting on the turtle.
There's your different dimensions.
Turtles. Yeah, well, the stripes worked very well, and it just so happened that it was a turtle. If you've ever read It, the book It, remember when the giant turtle shows up to fight? It's very bizarre. That's the turtle we live on. The turtle is like the ultimate good. But anyway,
Stephen King obviously has a thing with turtles too. So
yeah, Stephen King was on a lot of drugs when he wrote The Dark Tower too. But anyway, back to the episode. Things that I really liked: the fight choreography, very cool. The effects of them running through the town during the apocalypse, and Loki picking up the building, sweet. The explosion and it getting quiet and the camera angle changing, very hard to do, very cool.
And the comparisons of the moms.
Now we're gonna get to the comparisons of the moms.
I like that because at first I was like, she can't not really be Loki, but then they had that conversation and I saw the similarities, and then I had the turtle explained to me, so now I get it.
Nobody's gonna. Yeah, I hope you guys understand the term. What I mean is the beams. But anyway,
the beams.
I thought that having Thor kind of loses Loki, his dad, and his mom, and his home and everything. And I just thought recycling the mom storyline with Loki was going to get old, but it didn't. And I liked that. And secretly, every mom is closer with one kid than the other and has like a special bond with them. And I feel like that with my mom a little bit, where we like the same. We all bond over different things, but when he's talking about my mom specifically showed me magic. That was our thing together. And she's like, I didn't have that. And his magic is blatantly much more powerful than her magic.
But different.
Yes.
Because, remember in the last
she's not
episode,
shape-shifting and stuff. She's possessing and everything. He shape-shifts, or not shape-shifts, or projects. And is like, when he lifted that building up, that was really cool.
Well, she actually takes over people and...
Right. And that's
their eyes go weird and then
and that's cool too, but yeah, her powers aren't as strong as Loki's. But I really liked the mom explanation.
And he knows it.
I didn't think that, I think that, I know I keep saying this in my videos of Owen Wilson and him, but I feel like the chemistry between all of these actors is very good. It's amazing. It's very well, they all have good, you can tell when actors just have chemistry together. It's the same as your friends group. You go, oh, they have more chemistry together and are funnier together or riff off each other better than others. But I feel like this whole cast has been like that.
Yeah, they're casted well. But hey,
I laughed.
Didn't you know that TVA they were weird from the beginning, right?
I don't think
some alien lizards trying to run the whole timeline.
Well, let's hit you with this.
So now we know. Wait a minute.
No, well,
now we know that. Well, right.
Well,
now we know that there's somebody that they're all variants.
But
they think they were made for the TVA, but they weren't. But they've been all brainwashed.
You haven't been in on my videos where I said on my last video that I think the TVA is just as much as a victim as the Lokis are.
The TVA people.
Yes, the workers.
Right. There's something evil behind that TVA. It was always weird, right?
You're talking about
right from the get-go.
No, you're talking about the timekeepers like I was. I think the timekeepers either don't exist, are really bad, or are going to be like, and what else did we have a reference to about this? And I've been referencing Silence of the Lambs a lot, because Loki is the bad guy trying to help the other bad guy just like him, which is just like Hannibal Lecter, you know what I mean? But they also had a reference to Silence of the Lambs in WandaVision when you saw the giant cicada. But what else is there a huge Easter egg that I swear we were the first ones to talk about, but I'm not going to say that because whatever. When we said Agatha Harkness looks like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think everybody got that, right?
I think Loki's just going to be the Wizard of Oz. We're going to get to Oz and we're going to find out BS is behind the curtain. Or it's going to be really bad.
Well, BS is behind TVA. We know that.
Well, the TVA is the curtain is what I'm trying to say. So instead of getting to
something
Oz,
ain't right about that.
And I was like, oh.
But now
But I didn't come up with the Wizard of Oz comparison. I did see that online on Twitter, so I'll give credit if I find out. A bunch of people were saying that, but I was like, that's odd, because we put a side-by-side shot of Agatha Harkness on her bike to the Wicked Witch of the West, and we talked about it in our video, and I didn't see anybody talk about that until we did, and it bothered me. But then I was like, oh my god, we've made Silence of the Lambs references for WandaVision and Loki, and we've made Wizard of Oz references for Wizard of Oz and Loki. And I'm like...
But I know we're in a rush. I just want to make sure everybody understands the timeline.
This
is us
breaking off.
And we blew the TVA. Loki blew it apart.
And now we've got
all these other Loki entities.
So if you were
running
confused,
around.
It's okay.
I got it now.
Try the Dark
Tower.
Now
I understand how it could be a girl, but I don't like it. But I get it.
I do like their mom doesn't like it in a. I don't want you to come off in a.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
I don't want you to come off in a like. Is it a sexist way? I don't want you to come off in a Haiti kind of way.
Hey, all I know is when Jonathan Frid
Mom's just saying she
Barnabas Collins always when we went into different dimensions, you were still who you were.
But what I'm saying,
but it was a different time, a different environment, different things were happening. You might have had a different role in your life. I'm not used to people changing. You know,
so this is.
I like Loki the way he is, so I probably just don't like seeing him as a girl.
And we
like, I got it now. I got it.
But we like her. Like it's not that
we're
mom,
okay.
It's not that mom. I can
understand it. I can process it.
I just don't want mom to come off in a negative light. She's not saying I dislike it because she's a woman. She's saying I don't understand how that's a thing. Right. Is that better?
Yeah.
Does that make more sense?
Why? Did I come off sexist? I got three daughters.
No,
I'm not sexist.
No, but the internet's crazy. That's all I'm saying. Well, the internet's not.
I can't be worrying about these crazy people.
Exactly why I'm saying, just so you know, it's that my mom was going, how can this happen? And we can come off in a very abrasive way with the way we speak. So I just don't want it to come off like we're like, why is that girl?
Anyway,
that's not what we mean.
It's okay.
We're all good with that.
I like the mom talk.
I liked the mom talk. I liked the honestly,
and I like that the TVA staff are all variants, so they have brainwashed those people into believing they are.
So I'm thinking Owen Wilson is a guy
they're not, and they're controlling them.
I think
they want that power over them. Now, why do they want that power over them?
I think Owen Wilson.
So these different dimensions have really messed up whatever their big plan is.
Besides, I think that Owen Wilson was a man enjoying his jet ski when he got zapped up, and that's why he likes it.
That was good. I think you're right.
I keep forgetting her name.
So he's got a connection to that jet ski he can't get rid of, and it seems like an odd thing if some time lizards created you for one purpose, right?
So let me.
You like a jet ski.
So let me know in the comments
something's in his background.
What his girlfriend / boss judge lady's name is, because I keep forgetting it, but. I've said this in my previous video. I do think that she's going to get on their side eventually and be like, yeah, there's something up with all this. But did everybody hear her say, I've never seen them so involved?
I think she's
scared. Oh, you think she's in on it?
I don't trust her.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she's like the
You could be right there. I didn't think about that. Playing Owen Wilson?
The Dead Keeper or something.
Oh my God, the Undead Keeper? Me and Marie were just talking about that. If you don't understand Undead Keeper...
Mr. Barlow.
If you don't understand Undead Keeper, I will explain it one more time for everybody. An Undead Keeper is what we refer to as the person... An Undead Keeper is the one that's alive that protects the vampire while it's sleeping during the day.
Salem's Lot.
But we referred to, I don't think they call
Mr. Barlow.
I think we came up with the term Undead Keeper. I think that is not a thing.
Anyway.
But anyway, anybody...
I'm not sure about
anybody that has to protect the big bad while they are vulnerable, we refer to as the Undead Keeper. Just for future reference. If we start spitting out things and start saying Undead Keeper, that's what we're talking about.
Or somehow supports them in their power grab.
Yeah.
And what they're doing.
What else happened in this episode? Sorry that we're in
So we're good. You gotta go to work.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Sorry we're so late. We're gonna get better on
My mom's
this.
back. We're all back. We had a bunch happen. We had a lot happen. We had our dock flip. We had our house redone.
This is your fault.
I had 3 deaths. I explained that. A wedding.
Okay, but we're back. So I hope you guys are liking Loki.
Yeah, no, and I think that, and this is, and me and Mom talked about this, or Mom and I need to get better about my grammar. WandaVision was fun. Falcon and Winter Soldier was great. But this, I feel like we're back in the MCU. When you open up on that first shot of New York City and you got that Avengers theme going, it was like...
How did you like it?
There we go. It was great. What were you about to say?
No, forget it.
Okay.
You gotta go.
See the turtle of enormous girth on his back equal to the earth. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Abby.
I'm Amelia.
And we are Motor City Nerds, and we will be back in a few days. Oh, remember that Loki comes out, well, technically tomorrow, but tonight at 3 a.m. Be there, be square.
We'll be watching.